two of our staff called the police on us. So whoever the you are, I'm sorry, I just cracked myself up. You don't like us, if you don't like the way I run this company, get the out.
Wow, you guys, that is Scientologist Joy Gendusa, CEO of PostcardMania, a marketing company located in Clearwater, Florida, right here where I live, going full Tom Cruise on her staff. Do you remember when Tom Cruise absolutely lost his marbles at his crew on Mission Impossible 7 when they were failing to follow these guidelines? It sounded a little something like this.
I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone. And anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you too, and you too, and you. Don't you ever do it again.
And while that was a little startling to hear Tom talk to his staff like that, he was doing it so that the operation would not get shut down and movies could continue to get made. Joy Gendusa, on the other hand, was going full Tom Cruise, but for the completely opposite reason. She was furious that some of her staff had notified the authorities about violations of the required protocols. I know this is Florida and most of the country thinks this is just the wild, wild west out here, but there was a period of time around late March, April 2020 when, yes, even we Floridians were required to stay home and follow certain rules. You guys know what I'm talking about. So look, this company, I've already done a couple of videos this week. I just did one earlier today because they're in the headlines for what happened during the hurricane. Joy asked her staff to sleep over the offices, spend the night at the offices, so they could keep working during the hurricane, so that they could make their quarter-end revenue targets. And the media outrage surrounding that has gone a little bit viral, but it looks like company insiders are not done. They have insiders at PostcardMania have continued to leak to Vice News further examples of craziness inside this business. Vice News wrote an article titled, "In Unhinged Video, CEO Who Told Staff to Work Through Hurricane Also Scorned COVID Concerns." Now, I'm not going to show the whole article because it uses language that I believe will cause YouTube to suppress this video, but I will include a link in the description down below. However, here is a roughly 2-minute video that Vice News embedded into their article. This is Joy speaking to her staff in some sort of virtual meeting or live video. Check this out.
The media being fearmongers and making people way more afraid than they need to be. So I want to tell you something else that happened really interesting. I come out of my growth summit and I walk into Melissa's office and she informs me that 2 of our staff called the police on us. Let's talk a little bit about karma, okay? We are people of goodwill and I am keeping everybody here employed. If you don't want to work here, go home, okay? You're not fired, you can go home. The sheriff came and toured and basically said, you guys are good, carry on. So whoever the you are, I'm sorry, I just cracked myself up. You don't like us, if you don't like the way I run this company, get the out. Sorry. I'm just real. What can I tell you? That's just how I feel about it. I love you guys. I really, really do. We have such an amazing staff, except for those 2 people. I hate you. No, I don't really hate anybody. You're just not part of this group. You're not really a true group member, and you don't belong here. You don't belong here amongst the rest of us, so you should probably just quit your job. I mean, shit, you can get all kinds of government stuff for free, so why don't you go do that? I'm completely happy and comfortable and content with my ethics on this. And again, the 2 of you, get out.
Well, that is quite something. I'll tell you what, I feel like there is going to be a whole range of reactions to this video. There certainly was broad dissatisfaction with how a lot of these requirements were implemented and the effects that it's had on business. And I certainly personally echo that dissatisfaction. But no matter where you stand on this, I want you to let me know in the comments down below what you feel. What do you think about this reaction? What do you think? It's one thing to feel a certain way. It's also another thing to conduct yourself publicly in a particular way as the CEO of a company when you're getting on what is essentially a public call. I mean, when you're dealing with that many people, it's essentially a public meeting. It's certainly going to leak out to the public in one way, shape, or form. It at least has the capability to. When you are saying things that, even from an employment law perspective, sound an awful lot like retaliation, it seems to me that even if you were to sympathize or agree with the basis of Joy's anger, I feel like you would still have to take issue with how she is conducting herself as the CEO of the company. But I want to hear all points of view on this. By the way, I have also edited sections out of the video that I thought would be too problematic for YouTube. But the entire video is embedded in the Vice article. So before commenting, maybe visit the article, read the whole thing, watch the whole video. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about what you're seeing here? Do you agree with Vice News' headline that this is an unhinged CEO? Or a CEO behaving in an unhinged manner on this video, or do you have a different view on it? Does seeing this kind of behavior from a CEO of this business make you less inclined or less interested in doing business with this company? Regardless of where you stand on this, let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. All right, you guys, that's all I've got on this. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right here. Bye.